two. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you from me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
There was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On the ground, it's Geis. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Ryan. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenny Galladay, 76 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
James White's first carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll drop it underneath to White. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2. And definitely not playing the check down game.
Second and 20. Now it's Ryan. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Geis, they'll try to run it. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate the pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
No gain on the play.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Hauschka now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
The score, Saints 13, Eagles 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out of the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13, Eagles 7.
Second and 16. Here's Geis. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
26.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. Finding Knox there, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Saints 20, Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punt doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's White. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a carry for White. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. No gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. There the Eagles are back within a score. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. To the ground on first, it's Geis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A throw from Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
Now, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Now Ryan. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards that time for number 19.
At the 44-yard line.
On first down, Ryan. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ryan will throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
Complete.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw again is Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Saints 27, Eagles 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally. And
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Geis. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. Left side, Funches. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Scott. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The tackle made.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just what...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This hit complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Score Saints 34, Eagles 23.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 24. It's a gain of 34.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
They'll run on first down. Scott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this underneath to Scott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. This looks like a free play for Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good work that time to get him to jump. And now here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
T.J. Watt there on the...
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Saints 41, Eagles 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Daniel Carlson on.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And blocked down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices
we've... Intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st down, Philadelphia.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
He got 29 yards that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Makes it 3rd and
The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Ryan. This is out quickly to the right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
6 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
The Eagles
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run with Geis. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.